Hello, fellow travelers. It is earlier in the morning than I really wanted to get up, but I'm up. So I'm going to head over to the buffet and get some breakfast, and then wander around the ship and see what kind of mischief I can get into. Oh, and today is ducky day, so I'm going to be getting my ducks ready and hiding them around the ship, and hopefully they will find good homes. Other than that, let's see what's on deck. Tonight I have dinner at Sabatini's. I have a cruise critic meetup at, I think, 4 o'clock. But other than that, the day is pretty much open, and it's a sea day, so I'm going to explore the ship a little more. Didn't have a whole lot of time to do it before, just because, yesterday was Princess Keys, but I should be able to find some interesting things, and yeah, that's the plan. First, I went to the buffet, and they were switching over at the time from breakfast to lunch. And so I got a salad and like a cheese thing, and nothing else really appealed. And so after I finished with those, and lots of coffee, I went to the pool deck and got a piece of pizza from the Slices restaurant there, or kiosk, or whatever you call it. All right, it is ducky assembly time. I'm doing this not in my cabin this time, but actually out in Good Spirits Bar, which is closed right now. Well, not closed, but not actively showing anything. So that's the plan. Ducky assembly. Lots of people were curious as to what I was doing. And so I told them, about the whole duck game and everything, because a lot of them, they'd never heard of it before. I think it's been going on for like 3 or 4 years, and it's fairly widespread. If you play it, do put something down in the comments. If you know about it, or have never heard of it, comment something. I'd love to hear from you about your experience with the cruising ducks. One of the crew members actually chased me down after I hid one, thinking I had left it behind after I had been sitting someplace. And I told him, nope, it's yours now. You have to decide what to do with it. And so I think I puzzled him, but they all come with little cards that sort of explain what the game's about. You're supposed to take a selfie with it if you decide to keep it. And I've yet to see any of the ones that I've given out, and I've done 10 per cruise. So someday I hope to see one of my ducks find a home and have them actually posted on that group, because that would be fun to see who it wound up with. At the Good Spirits Bar, they actually schedule time in the app for when they're doing their full presentation, and it's a combination of something that's played on the video screen, and then the bartender narrates what he's doing as he makes your drink. And so you can pick from a very wide menu that is only available in this bar. And I believe once you get 10 of them, you can go and ask them and they will give you a Good Spirits shirt. Every time you order, you get a recipe card like this one for your own drink. When you order something, they actually narrate what they're doing. Unfortunately, the audio was just not good enough to actually include in this, between the mask and the background noise of people and the music that was playing. And so we're just going to have to watch him and refer to the card if you want to see how to make this, and go from there. That's about all we can do, I'm afraid. Hi, Solo Sue here, and I wanted to give you a rundown of what today has been like. I wanted to see the Five Skies show in the Princess Theater. Partway through, well, probably only about 10 minutes into the Five Skies show, they had a malfunction with the lift. So there was a very large piece of set scenery. It was, if you think of the Game of Thrones, only it had propellers on it instead of swords. It was kind of like that. And after they finished their number and danced around and everything, it wouldn't go back into the stage. And so that was the lift that they were having technical difficulties with. And of course, you can't really do the rest of the number with this large piece of set sitting in the middle of the stage. And so first they said, okay, we're going to try and get this fixed. And I waited a while, and the cruise director came on and said, we're still working on it. And I waited a while. And finally I was just like, you know what? I'm kind of done. And I left, and I went over to Take 5, which is their jazz club, and listened to some of the set that was going there, and that was nice. And then I started seeing more and more people coming from the theater, and I think they probably had to call the show because they couldn't get it working. I don't know if they're going to redo it another time if they get the lift fixed, or what they're going to do, but this is what happens sometimes on an inaugural cruise. Things don't go to plan. So, you kind of roll with it. Anyway, I am back in my room. Tomorrow, I think we go to St. Thomas. I have a shore excursion, and I'm going to have to be up at some early hour for that. And so, no sleep for me, I'm afraid. No sleeping in. But I guess that's not why I go on cruises, is it? Anyway, I look forward to tomorrow and telling you about the adventures I get into then. Solo Sue signing out.